let me just quickly talk you through this. However your leads come through, you get this first contact. And our view with this one is you've got to get your contact details, and if they come via email or potentially phone, you want to get a pre-qualification call. You then do this 10-minute pre-qualification call. Within the club, we've got a script that you can use, but it's a very simple one that you don't need to do. Actually, a competent admin person can do that one. And it's something where you have key questions, you're looking for key answers. So a simple one would be, if you're a Xero-only practice, you would ask them, what account software do you use? We're a Xero-only practice. If you're not Xero, would you be prepared to move? That's a bit of a go, no-go question. So some of these pre-qualifications. Jason, yeah, our letter of engagement is the one that comes with Practice Ignition, and it's the one that's done automatically. If they're a bad fit, you refer them to another accountant. If they're a good fit, you then book in this hour-and-a-half, 2-hour discovery, meeting, sales meeting. And it's key that you request information pre-work to be done before the meeting. If they don't give it to you before the meeting, and you're going to have the meeting, you're training them right from the word go that it's okay not to send us information when we ask for it. And we all know how much we don't want clients like that. Absolutely. And it's great to hear that Matt wins every proposal and their average client value is 50k per year. And interestingly, they were saying, Matt's just saying that they find that if they give these choices, it drives clients to become cheap, to start looking for the cheapest option. So, really be careful with that. So let's go to the next slide. Now, the big thing is you want to make them feel brilliant before that meeting. So you want to chase up pre-work before the meeting. You've got to reconfirm the time, venue, and agenda. Give them instructions of how to find the office or log on to your virtual call. Email them a potential new client pack. And then a day before, you still want to check this. Check any dietary requirements to make sure you can offer them tea or biscuits if you're meeting in person. You might want to, it might be a bit of overkill, but a tech check if they're not used to doing video calls. So move on to the next one. But you might think this is overkill. But if you've done those 3 checks, you know that the person sitting in front of you is going to be really serious about speaking to you. It gets rid of a huge amount of those time wasters, price sensitive, because they've had 3 opportunities to go, no, I won't do it. So if we go on to the next slide. And in this new meeting, so we have a prospect meeting script. Ideally, if you've done that homework, you've looked through their accounts, you've looked through their business plans, you've looked through their numbers, you should be able to give them a quote in the meeting. Now, unless you're an outsourced CFO service, like some of you are, you should be able to give that quote in the meeting. Prepare the proposal by Practice Ignition, of course. Now, the big thing that helps us get 100% sign-up rate is Ashley will go, literally has a meeting to talk through the proposal and when to follow up if not heard anything. So we literally have here's the proposal, and then we put a call in the diary to go through it, literally to build it and go through it. And yes, we add another sales meeting on, but it means that our win rate is incredibly high as a result of that. And this is why so many people struggle to get a good proposal rate, because they don't, as we said, they don't spend that time doing that bit. Next slide, please. And then, of course, before the end of the day, you send that proposal. You follow up by phone and email, and of course, no answer, etc., etc. But so often we don't do this bit.